Have you ever scrolled through old photos and seen them? Towering figures, men and women who seem to defy the very limits of human height, standing proudly among their kin. These aren't doctored images or fantasy characters. These were real people, living giants from the heart of Africa. It sparks a question that echoes through time. Who were these giants, and what is their story? Today, we're not just looking at old pictures. We're journeying back in time to uncover the truth behind the real giants of Africa. Forget the fairy tales of clumsy, brutish giants. The story of Africa's giants is one of grace, power, and deep cultural significance. To find its heart, we must travel to the wetlands of the Nile Valley, to the lands that are now South Sudan, Uganda, and Ethiopia, here, among the vast savannas and beside the life-giving rivers. There lived peoples like the Dinka, the Shilluk, and the Tutsi of Rwanda and Burundi. For centuries, travelers, explorers, and anthropologists have returned from these regions with tales of people of astonishing stature, often described as the tallest on Earth. So, what was their secret? Was it a magical elixir? A divine blessing? The answer is far more fascinating and grounded in the beautiful interplay between genetics, environment, and lifestyle. For peoples like the Dinka and Shilluk, their homeland was both a provider and a challenge. They were pastoralists, their entire existence revolving around their cherished cattle. This wasn't just a source of food, it was their culture, their bank, their everything. This diet, rich in milk, blood and meat, provided a high-protein, high-calcium fuel source that was perfect for growth, especially during childhood and adolescence. Imagine a diet that naturally builds strong bones and fuels a vertical surge. That was their everyday reality. But diet is only one piece of the puzzle. The other is genetics. Over thousands of years, living in a hot, arid climate favored certain physical traits. A tall, slender body with long limbs is a masterpiece of natural engineering. It's incredibly efficient at dissipating heat, helping the body stay cool under the relentless African sun. Think of it as a personal, built-in cooling system. So, generation after generation, those with the genetic predisposition for height thrived. It wasn't an accident. It was a beautiful example of human adaptation, of our bodies evolving in perfect harmony with our environment. This wasn't a mutation, but a finely tuned legacy passed down through bloodlines. In many of these cultures, height was more than just a physical attribute. It was a symbol. A tall stature often signified strength, leadership, and even a closer connection to the divine. Among the Shilluk, their kings, or Reth, were often chosen for their imposing height, believed to embody the health and strength of the nation itself. For the Dinka, a tall warrior was a formidable protector of the tribe and its precious cattle. Height was woven into their social fabric, a visible marker of pride and resilience. It was something to be celebrated, a testament to their heritage and their ability to thrive in a demanding landscape. Now, let's journey west to the ancient lands of the Sao civilization around Lake Chad. Archaeological discoveries here have unearthed something truly remarkable: massive city walls, intricate pottery, and burial sites containing skeletons of individuals who were exceptionally tall. Some estimated to be well over 2 meters or close to 7 feet. Local legends speak of the Sao as a race of giants who could stride across rivers and whose voices boomed like thunder. While these stories are layered with myth, the archaeological evidence suggests a powerful truth: a formidable people of great stature once dominated this region. They were builders, artists, and leaders who left behind a legacy that continues to mystify and inspire us. It's a common misconception to lump all these groups together. The Tutsi of the Great Lakes region, for instance, have their own unique story. Renowned for their tall, elegant builds, their history is deeply intertwined with a pastoralist lifestyle similar to the Nile Valley peoples. Cattle were central to their economy and social structure. Their oral traditions and historical records speak of a lineage of kings and queens, a noble class where height was often a distinguishing feature. Again, we see that powerful combination of a protein-rich diet, genetic adaptation to the environment, and a culture that valued this impressive stature. So, when we look at those old photographs, we're not just seeing tall individuals, we're seeing the culmination of a magnificent story. A story of adaptation where the human body sculpted itself to conquer the heat of the savannah. A story of nutrition where a deep bond with cattle provided the fuel for incredible growth. And a story of culture where height became a symbol of strength, leadership, and divine favor. These weren't mythical beings. They were humans who, through a unique convergence of factors, reached the upper limits of our species' potential for height. Today, the world has changed. Diets have diversified, lifestyles have shifted, and the isolation that allowed these unique genetic traits to flourish has diminished. But the legacy of Africa's giants lives on. It lives in the DNA of their descendants, in the proud oral histories passed down through generations, and in the awe-inspiring archaeological sites that dot the continent. They remind us that the story of humanity is incredibly diverse and that within our own species there have been real-life giants who walked this earth. Their story isn't one of fantasy. It's a powerful testament to the resilience and magnificent adaptability of the human spirit. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the past. If you were fascinated by the story of Africa's real giants, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Myths and Tribes for more incredible stories from our shared human history. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.